Hi, this is Jacqueline at Bilingual FM. Today is November 30th, 2011. Our group talk today was about the good and bad experiences we've had while learning English, or in my case, while learning Japanese. So the new vocabulary that I will try to explain further for you are two things. The first one is looking at these sort of four words or expressions that we use that all sort of mean the same thing. So you can choose, I think, whenever you want to use which one. I think they are all pretty much the same. And I'll give some example sentences so you can try to decide which one you will use when. So the words are looking at the word finally, then comparing it to at last or at long last, and also looking at in the end. So here are some example sentences. After 6 hours on the bus, I finally got to my friend's house. Or finally, I made it to my friend's house. So I guess you can say that to use finally, it's coming to a definite point, like a sort of definite end. After a long time, it finally came to a point. And this sounds like at long last also. So at long last, I made it to his house. Or you can say, I spent all day trying to find my friend's house, and in the end, it took me 6 hours. Or we can say, at last, I made it. Or in the end, I was happy that I went home early. So I hope you can try and see the difference between these, if there is any difference. Maybe at long last is a little bit poetic, a little bit dramatic. We might more commonly use finally. And in the end sounds like also a little bit dramatic, so you're telling a story. So this and this and this happened, and in the end, this was the conclusion. All right, I hope that's okay. And then the second thing we looked at in the group talk was looking at as something as, so like as good as this, or not as good as this. So we can say something is just as good as something else. That means it's equal, it's just as good. Or it's not as good, so it's below, it's not as good. So let's look at some example sentences. This pasta is not as good as mine, so it's below mine. Mine is better. Or my English is as good as yours, so it's equal. Or we can say it was just as fun as I expected. So I expected it to be fun, and it was fun. So it was just as fun. Or it was just as exciting as you said it would be. So again, it was equal to what I thought it would be, or what you said it would be. It's just as exciting. Or if it's less than, you say it was not as good as I thought, or it was not as good as I thought it would be. All right, so that's all for today. Thanks very much.